Hello, you guys. Welcome to the Wealth Tribe, a place where we talk everything finance, credit, and business. I hope you guys are having a wonderful and a blessed day. Today, I'm going to share with you guys some tips on how to rebuild your credit, you guys. Credit is so important. We need credit. It's like our passport. Whatever we do, our credit is ran on everything, even now, even to obtain certain type of jobs based on the industry, your credit is ran. But overall, it's good to have great credit score. It helps you in savings as well. So I just wanted to go ahead and share these tips with you guys on how I build my credit after filing for bankruptcy. So the first tip that I have now, you guys, is for you to obtain a free credit report. You can obtain this at annualcreditreport.com. This is really going to help you because you want to get a full summary of your credit report. Review and look for any type of information that may not be reported correctly. This lets you know where to start from. So for example, let's say you obtain your credit report and you see there's a credit card on there that's not yours. Well, you want to go ahead and remove this. If your address or name is incorrect on your credit report, you want to go ahead and dispute that with the credit bureau as well. It's important also to look for if you have collections, okay? You want to know what collections you have, what accounts are in the collections. All of this information will be obtained from your credit report. So to start building, we need to know what is wrong and what is right, and our credit report can tell us that to let us know what we need to fix. The next step that I have on here, let's see, is to get a secure credit card or a secure loan. I love secure credit cards and secure loans, especially if you're in that stage where you need to build your credit report. It is really good. A lot of smaller banks offer this, big banks as well, but you can get a secure credit card. The minimum to open a secure card with is $300 and up. You can choose any amount. So you just take, let's say, $300 of your money, you take it to the bank, they open a credit card with you, you place that as collateral, and that will really help your credit score, because if you open a secure card, it actually increased your credit score by 33 points. I know this for a fact because that is how I built my credit score. After filing bankruptcy, I was at 700. My score dropped down to like 458. So that's what I did. The first thing I did was to get that secure credit card, and then I went ahead and got a secure loan, and my credit score was up by 33 points. So having a secure card would definitely increase your score. The next thing that I have on here is to pay off your credit cards. So if you're in the building stage, you need a secure credit card. I will recommend you get one, but if you also have a credit card that has a balance on there, you want to go ahead and pay that credit card off. That is also going to increase your credit score. And with your new credit card, you want to make sure as well that you're not carrying over balance. I'm going over here. That's for another tip, you guys. But if you have a credit card, that credit card is maxed out, you want to go ahead and start tackling that card to pay it off and get that back to a zero balance or very low. You want to pay off your credit cards. If you have any cards that are in collection, you want to go ahead and contact the bank. See if you can negotiate. You know, a lot of times when your account is in collection, they are looking to negotiate with you. Pay that off and get that disputed and removed from your credit report. The next step, which I did touch on a little bit, is keeping your credit utilization at 30% or lower than 30%. You don't want to go over 30%. If you go over 30%, few points will be taken off. It's good to keep it at 30 or below. I never recommend even carrying a balance. If you use it, just go ahead and pay it off. Keep that thing at zero. If you cannot keep it at zero, 30 is the number. Keep it at 30% and don't go over that. That will really help as well. The next tip that I have on here, if you have collections, let's say medical bill, you owe apartment or other places, go ahead and contact those people. Oftentimes when we see collection or a negative item, we think by avoiding it, it's going to go away. It's not going to go away. You want to go ahead and you want to go ahead and make that phone call, contact them and ask them, make a negotiation. A lot of times, again, if your accounts are in, if it has gone through a collection agency, they have already gotten the money, okay? So what they're looking to do is close that account and negotiate. You can negotiate any debt that is in collection. Not all debt you have to pay for. It will still impact your credit, but if it's on your credit report, you do want to go ahead and negotiate with them. I will always say my golden rule is I can only pay 50% of that debt. So if it is $500, offer to pay $250, get it taken care of. Before you make any payment with a collection agency, make sure you ask for a letter of the agreement and then ask them to remove it off of your credit once you pay that amount off. Because what often happen is people pay collection and it stay on there, and to get it removed is a whole nother hassle and a whole nother process you have to go through. So before paying off any type of collection debt, make sure you get something in writing, and always ask for them to send something over to the credit bureau to have that account removed. By removing collections, accounts that are in collections off of your credit report, it does increase your credit score as well. So that is really going to be helpful, and that is going to help you to keep everything on track. My next tip is to get a family member to add you on their credit card. Now, we all don't have family members that are willing to do that, but you know which family member have good credit that you can go to and just let them know, hey, I'm trying to build my credit or rebuild my credit. If you have a credit card, can you please add me on there? By adding you don't necessarily need a card, okay? You just need their credit score. By adding you on there, what it does is their credit score will become your credit score. The only thing is you want to make sure you're asking someone who is financially responsible and have good credit, because whatever they do on their credit score is going to affect your credit score. This is really good for the rebuilding stages, just to give you a couple of points and for you to take on their credit. But if you don't have anyone, that's fine. Getting a secure credit card, disputing things off of your credit, and paying off collection, that is still going to help you build your credit over time. The next step that I have on here is make payments on time. You don't want to miss a credit card payment, you guys, or even on a loan or anything. You want to make sure you're paying your credit accounts, you're paying your card note, you're making your payments on time. By having good payment history, it really helps you, your overall credit. So make sure you're making payments on time. And if you're the type of person that are making payments on time, Experian has it's called a credit boost. Okay, so you can actually link your credit account to your checking account. And if you're paying rent, you can actually have that reported to the credit bureau. That'll also increase your credit report, your credit score. If you have like light bills or phone bills and you're making those payments on time, go ahead and link that to your credit account, so that way those payments are being reported as well. Next thing that I will say, you guys, is go ahead and take the time. If you have any old account, let's say 5 years old and is in collection, you can write what is called a goodwill letter to the creditor, asking them to remove this from your account. Not all credit agency does this, but you will never know until you try. A goodwill letter is really simple. You're just asking them off of good faith, because of the time frame this account has been open, closed for this long, can you please remove this from my credit report? I have done it where some creditors removed it, and I had some other creditors that didn't remove it, so I ended up having to pay them. Because the thing is, anything that is in collection, by law, you don't have to pay it. You really don't. But it doesn't mean it doesn't affect your credit score. So, for example, medical bills. With medical bills, you can easily just dispute that and it'll get removed, right? But credit cards and things like that, and other type of debt, you want to go ahead and write that goodwill letter and just asking them to remove that. Some will and some will not, but still give it a try. You can find templates online for a goodwill letter, and just take that and go ahead and send it. So you guys, those are all of the tips that I have when it comes to rebuilding your credit. Give it a try. I would definitely start with a secure credit card and then move on to disputing items, negotiating and paying off debts, and you'll see a tremendous increase in your credit score. That is all. You guys have a blessed and wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.